Hi, I'm Alexandra Sleator, Career Accelerator, and that means that I help high-performing, ambitious professionals just like you get their work life right. Whether it's overcoming a problem that has been dogging you for a while, coming out of a rut, overcoming a challenge, or finally achieving a personally meaningful goal like getting the promotion you deserve, finding your next role, or acquiring new skills as a stepping stone to something new in your career. In the last video, I was telling you about two devils that may be dwelling on your shoulders. And indeed, deeper devils, because I was talking about drudgery and dejection. And drudgery in the workplace is when it's all hard work and no fun, when the enthusiasm has gone out and it's all a chore and a bore. And that's not surprising in the current environment, which is a lot about doom and gloom. And when drudgery is there, usually it brings along its best friend, its boon companion, that is dejection. And dejection is about a lowness of spirit, and possibly even a sense of failure that has us asking, why bother? What's the point? And so again, in the previous video, I shared with you some tactics, some powerful what questions to shift your mindset if you're in a place of dejection, and start to move yourself away from dejection, because it has so many negative consequences. So if you missed that video and you'd like to catch up on it, the URL where you can watch it is now appearing on your screen. But in this video, we're gonna work on drudgery and kicking it out. So again, drudgery is a place of lack of fun. It's no longer enjoyable in any way, shape or form. So clearly the first step in you reducing the drudgery in your life is to bring back some measure of enjoyment, possibly even a bit of fun. But it may sound very complicated when everything is just so heavy, so painful, so annoying in your work life. But here's what I want to suggest. Are you happy when you're being true to yourself? You know, when you're being authentic, when you're being natural. Isn't that enjoyable? Personally, I always felt, really much more contented with life when I can be myself, when I don't have to be awkward, when I don't have to pretend. So for me, being authentic is really one way that I fight drudgery in my life, because I beat that feeling of heaviness with a sense of purpose, with a sense of self. And so I want to suggest to you that one way that you express who you are, and that you are, getting reconnected to, your authenticity, how you are naturally, who you like to be, all that sense of personal meaning and enjoyment is something that you can recapture by practicing choice. So choose what your day is going to be about. When you get up in the morning and those thoughts come into your mind about, why bother, it's all a huge pain in the proverbial butt, then decide for yourself what you're going to do. And use your values, the things that make sense to you, that you believe in, the things that are important for you in life, your principles, your guiding principles, to give yourself the reasons to do the things you need to do. So for example, you could say, well, I'm going to call back this client, not because, I like him, not because I have to, because my boss told me to, but because I'm the kind of professional who is diligent about looking after their clients. This is what my work ethic has me do. I'm the kind of person who returns phone calls. So instead of returning the phone call as a chore, as an obligation, you've chosen to do it because this is the kind of work ethic that you feel. And everything should be like that. You turn the table, because through choice, it's no longer life imposing itself on you. It's you making the call. It's you calling the shots about what you're going to be about during that work day. And so that is a feeling of empowerment, which usually does two things. First of all, from a physical point of view, you should feel your energy picking up. But also from a more psychological point of view, you should feel much more motivated because you have given yourself reasons that speak to you, who you are in your authentic self, about doing your job. You're choosing to do it rather than it being forced down your throat. So if you're able to do that and using that capacity to choose, you should start feeling less weighed down by drudgery. So to sum up, with dejection, you ask yourself some powerful what questions to shift your mindset away from dejection, and now you're practicing choice to beat drudgery. But that's not all. To beat drudgery, you can do another thing, and that's practice gratitude. Gratitude is really about focusing on those areas of your life which are not a place of drudgery. And that's again another choice. After a difficult day at the office, it's so easy to come home and to see your partner and to start saying, oh, my day at the office, it was terrible because this person did that and this didn't work out. But instead, you could choose to spend your evening differently. You could choose to talk about things that make you happy, like, when is the next time you're going to go to the movies with your partner? When is your next date night? What is the new thing that your daughter learned at school? Whatever, again, makes you happy in your life, and I hope you have many things. Focus on that. And it will, again, lift your spirits by reminding you that, not everything about your life has to be about work and this place of drudgery. And it can be even a small thing that you can be grateful for. For example, a book, even a trashy novel, a spy or a thriller of some kind, which does for you the fact that you escape. If you read that novel on the train going home, you escape and you leave the drudgery of work aside. So be grateful that you have this book in your briefcase and that you can escape thanks to it. So by practicing gratitude, again, you can lift your spirit and shift your focus away from these things that are less engaging, more painful to do. And through choice and gratitude, move yourself away from a place of drudgery, and through the what questions, focus yourself away from dejection. So I hope that all these tips to beat literally the current blues will be helpful to you. If you want to drop me a line and tell me how it worked for you, or where is it that you found maybe it more challenging, by all means I'd love to hear from you as always. And I hope that this will have gone some way into lifting your spirits in these difficult times. In the next months, I will be back to talk to you about feedback, because we're going to enter into the performance appraisal process for the year end. And so if you're a manager, I'll share with you how to give feedback, especially of course negative feedback, and how to do that from a place of calm and poise, so that the conversation goes as well as can be. And then for all of you who are going to be on the receiving end of feedback, it's how to respond constructively to feedback, even when it's not all just praise, and how to discuss it in an effective way with your boss, so that again, that relationship is preserved. So that's what I hope to share with you next month, and I hope that will be interest. So I look forward to seeing many of you, in November to talk about feedback and preparing really well for the performance appraisal process around the year end. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to go and beat up, drudgery and dejection, so that you remove those weights off your shoulders. Very good luck with that, and see you very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.